You're watching this video because you want to get your together, and rest assured that by the end of this video, I'm going to help you do that. Now, the first thing that you need to understand about getting on your purpose, getting on your P's and Q's, if you will, is you are going to make excuses. Your mind is going to make excuses as you watch this video as to why you cannot implement each and every one of these things. Oh, I don't have enough time for that. I don't have enough money for that. I don't have enough energy for that. Okay, these are all excuses. Now understand that by you clicking on this video, by you watching this video, you want better for yourself. Your desire to get on your purpose, get on your has to be greater than any excuse that your mind might conjure up. Your mind might conjure up excuses as to why you can't finish this video. Okay, but for those of you who are serious about getting on your purpose, you'll sit here and watch the whole thing because I'm about to put you on game. Now, with that being said, the first thing that you need to do to get on your purpose is prioritize yourself. Okay, you have to prioritize yourself. Now, I know it sounds counterintuitive because let's say, for example, you want to be successful in life. In your mind, you think that you should focus on that thing that you want to become successful at. For example, it might be YouTube, or maybe it's a business. Maybe it's your schooling. It could be anything. But understand that you will not be able to perform that task at optimal efficiency if you don't first prioritize yourself. Okay, you have to be willing to put yourself first. Be selfish. Be full of yourself. Because when you're full of yourself, you actually have something to give. And when you have something to give, you become a more valuable person who attracts value back into their lives. Generally in the form of currency and affection from other people, appreciation from other people. And these are things that everyone watching this video wants. I don't care who you are. You have to prioritize yourself. Now, how do you go about doing that? The first way that you can prioritize yourself is to eliminate distractions. Eliminate distractions, particularly social media. I've talked about this a lot on my channel, but deleting social media is one of, if not the most life-changing self-development practice that you could take on. Because when you delete social media, you are telling yourself that you do not care what is going on in other people's lives. Now, that's not to say that you don't care about other people's well-beings, but if you're sitting here focusing on what your coworkers are doing in their off time or your classmates are doing in their off time, you're simping over your crush and they don't even know who you are. You're not doing anything to better your life. Okay, you are wasting valuable time that you cannot get back. Understand that by not prioritizing yourself, by not eliminating distractions, you're telling yourself that your life is not interesting enough to focus on. You have to reach a point where you're so busy watering your own grass that you're not worried about if somebody else's grass is greener. And I know it's difficult. Okay, I still fall victim to comparison myself, but the awareness is what counts. And by eliminating distractions, especially in the form of social media, deleting all of it, okay, you will find that energy and that time that you need to focus on yourself and elevate your own life. Now, like I said earlier, your mind is probably already making excuses as to why you can't do this. I don't want to miss out on any of the news going on. My friends are on social media, and that's the only way that we talk. Okay, now these are things that I've addressed in previous videos, but I'm going to address them again because I think that you need to hear this. Okay, the news is irrelevant in your life. I know that that sounds very counterintuitive to conventional logic, but understand that if any news is worth knowing, you won't need social media to hear about it. You'll hear about it. Okay, you will hear about it. You won't need social media. You won't need Twitter. Now, as far as your friends being on social media, give them all your phone number. Give them all an email address. Okay, you have an email address. If you have a YouTube account, you have an email address. Give them your email address, tell them to email you. If they don't email you, maybe they're not as good of friends as you thought they were. Okay, that's something that I had to realize. When I deleted social media, I told everybody my phone number. Everybody who I talked to on a regular basis. Only a few people hit me up. And that let me know where I stood with people. That let me know who were friends and who were acquaintances. Doesn't mean that you don't like those people anymore. Doesn't mean that those people don't like you. But they're definitely not worth sacrificing your mental well-being to continue talking to. Now, the next thing that you need to do to get on your purpose, to get on your shit, is to seek therapy. And that brings me to BetterHelp, the sponsor of today's video. If you're watching this video, the chances are that you're unsatisfied with your current life situation. And I'm not going to lie, I am too. That's where BetterHelp comes into play. BetterHelp will assess your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist with whom you can start communicating within 48 hours. It's not a crisis line, it's not self-help, It's professional therapy done securely online. It's all confidential. And I'm speaking from experience, okay? I use this service myself. In fact, I actually have a therapy session booked tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to it. There's a broad range of expertise in BetterHelp's 20,000 plus therapist network, which may not be locally available in many areas. The service is available for clients worldwide, and you can log into your account at any time and send a message to your therapist. You'll get timely and thoughtful responses, and you can schedule a weekly video or phone call so that you won't ever have to wait in an uncomfortable waiting room as you would in traditional therapy settings. BetterHelp is committed to facilitating great therapeutic matches, so they make it free and easy to change therapists if needed. It's more affordable than traditional offline therapy, and financial aid is available. BetterHelp wants you to start living a happier life today. So visit betterhelp.com/Jordan Green. That's betterhelp.com/Jordan Green and join the over 2 million people, including myself, who are taking charge of their mental health by seeking professional therapy. Now, yes, this is a sponsored video, but like I said, I myself do therapy. Okay, I pay money out of my own account to get therapy because it is essential to my mental health. Okay, if you want to level up, you're going to have to invest in yourself. Now, a lot of people, when they think of therapy, they think about the money that they're going to have to spend, the money that is leaving their account, as opposed to the investment in themselves. Okay, I was one of those people at one point. There was a point in time when I didn't think that I would ever do therapy. But then I realized that that's probably what I needed the most at those times. Because if I'm at a point where I'm not willing to receive help from external sources, then that probably means that I'm not willing to help myself either. Okay, and you have to understand that that mindset, the way that you think about yourself, the things that you believe that you're worthy of, you project that mindset into your outer reality. So for example, if you believe that you're not worthy of a relationship, the chances are that you don't have a strong relationship with yourself. Okay, so you have to break those patterns. You have to let go of that subconscious self-image that you have that is holding you back. Be willing to transcend your fear in favor of faith, in favor of investing in yourself, in favor of focusing on yourself, prioritizing yourself, being more selfish, like I said. Now, the next thing that you need to do to get on your shit is to start waking up earlier. Now notice, I said earlier. That doesn't mean you have to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. It just means whatever time you're waking up at now probably isn't early enough for you, because the chances are you have the sense that you don't have enough time in your day. So the simple solution is to add more time to your day, and the best way to do that is by waking up earlier. Now, you may still have the same amount of time in your day if you move your schedule back, but when you wake up earlier, like I said, not at 4 o'clock in the morning unless that's earlier for you, but just at a time that is earlier than you typically wake up at, you're going to wake up with momentum already in place. Okay, you're already gonna have the ball rolling because you've already elevated. You're already doing better than your previous self was because you woke up earlier. From the start of your day, you're already being productive. And that's going to help change that subconscious self-image. And changing that subconscious self-image is going to change your actions. And changing your actions is going to change your life.